Today, July 7th, Archangel Michael says, I order you to open it now. You are going to hear some good news. God's miracle. Someone left a note for you and open quickly. Archangel Michael says, today 4th July, my beloved child, listen carefully. If you trust in God, type Amen. The wind just shifted in the spirit. The heavens are not silent anymore. Your name has been spoken by Archangel Michael before the throne of God, and today, July 4th, he was given a divine instruction to reach you with urgency. He has waited, he has circled, he has whispered in your dreams. And now he speaks with fire in his voice. Open this now. Do not delay. Because what you have been waiting for has just stepped into alignment. What you feared you lost, God never let it escape. And someone, yes, someone you once loved or trusted, who had vanished into the shadows, has returned to the light with a truth they could no longer carry in silence. They left something for you. A note. A confession. A sacred message with trembling hands. They couldn't hold it any longer. They wrote it with tears on their pillow. And Archangel Michael carried it with reverence, knowing that this one note, this one truth, could set you free forever. He says, your heart has held on when others walked away. Your soul cried behind smiles. And God saw it. Not one tear was wasted. Not one prayer went unnoticed. Today, heaven is unfolding a miracle, and it starts with this moment, this exact breath you're taking right now. Something is about to turn. A sound is coming. The phone may ring. A message may pop up. Or you might feel a sudden stillness in your chest. That's not fear, that's divine presence preparing your spirit for what is already on its way. Good news. The kind that heals what the world tried to wound. The kind that changes atmospheres. A door is opening and the lock has already been broken by divine hands. The angels are not just speaking your name, they are surrounding your name. Someone wrote something they never had the courage to say. And this time, they meant it. It's raw, it's deep, it's painful, but it's real. And in that truth, God has hidden your release. Michael whispers now, the time is short, the note must be received, and your eyes must see what was hidden. No more delay. No more wondering if you matter. You were seen. You were chosen. You were remembered. That note carries healing. That note carries restoration. That note will make sense of everything you couldn't understand. And when you receive it, your whole atmosphere will shift. The grief, the waiting, the confusion, all of it will make sense. So Michael says again, not with threat, but with holy intensity, I order you, open this now. Because what you've been hoping for is not far. It is near. It is written. It is done. The angels gathered when you woke up this morning, though you could not see them. You brushed your hair, moved through your room, passed by the mirror, but if you looked closely, your reflection held something new. A softness. A stillness. A shimmer that wasn't there before. Because something ancient and holy has started to move in your name. Archangel Michael was released by God's permission not just to guard you this time, but to deliver. Deliver a note. Deliver a word. Deliver what someone was never able to tell you while they were alive, or while they were near. You were never forgotten. You were always the miracle in someone else's story. You may have been doubted, misunderstood, left behind, but your soul was never invisible in the halls of heaven. God saw it all. The waiting. The silent prayers. The sleepless nights. The aching you couldn't name. And that's why today is not ordinary. Today is sacred. Archangel Michael now holds that very message. He whispers, they couldn't say it to your face. They were afraid of how powerful your heart really is. But now they've written it. Whether in this life or the next, the words have found you. You deserve to know what they felt. You deserve to see the full picture. The miracle is not just what's coming next, but what you will finally understand about your past. Someone you once poured love into, deeply, unconditionally, has been carrying a silent truth. They never stopped thinking of you. Never stopped remembering the way you smiled. And now, heaven has allowed the veil to lift. You will not live in confusion anymore. What was hidden will be revealed, and what was stolen will be returned with interest. This note, this spiritual letter written in the unseen, carries blessings, clarity, and a name. Yes, there is a name written on it. Someone who is still alive may mention it. Or you may hear it in a dream, on the radio, in a message, and your spirit will recognize it before your ears do. Michael says, this is not a coincidence. This is orchestration. This is the divine signature of a God who restores everything in the exact time it was meant to arrive. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where heaven needed you to be, so that when the miracle came, you'd have the heart to carry it. So now, as you read this, something in your heart feels softer, doesn't it? That's because the angels are still here. They are gently preparing your soul. They are healing things that words can't touch. They are reminding you that joy is not a myth for you, it is a scheduled promise. And it's arriving. Someone has cried for you. Someone in the past, or someone in the present. And the tears they released became seeds in God's garden, and now it is time for harvest. That note they left? It's proof that you mattered more than you'll ever know. The miracle that's coming? It's proof that God was working even when you were wondering. So Archangel Michael says again, open your heart. Watch what happens tonight. And do not ignore this message. Because heaven has declared, this is your moment. There are moments in the heavens when silence becomes so full, it begins to sing. And right now, that silence has a name, your name. Archangel Michael is still standing before the gate of your breakthrough, holding a letter that was sealed by hands that no longer walk the earth but still carry love for you that never died. This letter was never meant to stay hidden. It was passed through prayer, through regret, through nights where someone sat under the stars thinking of you, wanting to say what their lips could never form in time. But heaven has no clocks, and love has no expiration. And so now, the letter lives. And you, beloved soul, are the one chosen to receive it. The note doesn't come wrapped in gold or laced with perfume, it comes with truth. A truth your heart already felt but could never prove. Someone believed in you long ago when you felt like nothing. Someone saw you as light in a world that never saw your worth. And even when life pulled them away, even when time made them silent, their soul never stopped whispering your name into God's ears. That whisper became a prayer. That prayer became a request. That request became a command, and that command is why Archangel Michael was sent today. He says, your destiny is not late. Your name was called in heaven and the wind has already started moving in your favor. You're going to start noticing strange things, beautiful things. Conversations you weren't supposed to hear, blessings that feel too specific to be random, peace in the places where confusion used to sit. All of that is because someone's note reached the courts of God and heaven responded. You are not just walking toward the miracle. The miracle has already started walking toward you. Don't doubt the signs. Don't shrink the prophecy just because your past didn't prepare you for this kind of favor. What's coming is not based on your perfection, it's based on your positioning. And you, child of light, have always been in the right position, even when you were weeping. Even when you were forgotten. Even when you were praying alone. Michael saw you. Heaven heard you. And now the time has come for the blessing to be unwrapped in front of your eyes. You'll hear laughter again. Real laughter. The kind that comes from the belly of the soul, not from pretending. You'll walk into rooms that once rejected you, and they'll make space for you without even knowing why. You'll receive messages, phone calls, signs that carry such accuracy, it'll feel like a dream. But this is not a dream, this is the divine aftermath of obedience, patience, and love that never died. The note someone left for you didn't disappear. It just had to wait until your spirit was strong enough to carry the weight of joy again. So Archangel Michael says, stand tall. Open your hands. Receive what is yours. The note, the miracle, the name, the promise, they're all arriving together. And nothing can stop them now. There is a shift happening in the unseen realm that you can't quite describe, but your spirit feels it, like a gentle tremble under your chest, like an invisible hand brushing past your shoulder. That's not your imagination. That's not coincidence. That is the movement of heaven drawing closer to you. Archangel Michael is not whispering anymore, he's declaring, and what he's declaring is this: the note has been read in the halls of heaven, and what it spoke has shaken the silence around your destiny. The angels who were once waiting now have permission to move, and their assignment is you. God has not forgotten one word you whispered in the dark. He did not overlook the way your heart broke when nobody was watching. The note that was left behind, the one heaven just delivered, it carries the deepest truth that someone couldn't say when they were here. They saw your pain. They wanted to reach you. But life moved fast and time moved faster. And now, only the spirit realm could finish what the living could not. That note says you deserve joy. That you are always enough. That you are not cursed, broken, or late. You are chosen. Loved. Expected. And your miracle has already been stamped by divine timing. Archangel Michael shows me a door, not a physical one, but a spiritual gate. It's glowing, wide, and your name is carved into the golden frame. It was locked for years not because you weren't ready, but because others tried to walk through it without you. They tried to take your place. They tried to speak your name while wishing your silence. But heaven does not bless impersonation. And now, finally, the door is moving. And only you have the authority to walk through it. Tonight, something will try to pull at your memory. You may think of someone who once hurt you. You may suddenly remember an old promise that never came. But do not let bitterness cloud your breakthrough. Because that person, the one who left the note, they did not come to remind you of pain. They came to redirect you toward purpose. Their message is healing, not haunting. They said, "Please tell them they didn't fail. Please tell them they were always the light I was drawn to." Their last memory of you was not disappointment, it was awe. This is why God is orchestrating the connections now. You'll begin to notice certain people pulling away while new names come closer. The miracle isn't just a thing, it's a change of atmosphere, of people, of season. Someone will speak your name with honor. Someone will offer help without asking for anything in return. Someone will come into your life carrying a purpose that has your name on it. And when it happens, don't doubt it. Don't run. Don't sabotage it by assuming it's too good. You've waited long enough. You've cried quietly enough. You've obeyed faithfully enough. It is time. So Archangel Michael says again, this is not a test. This is a confirmation. You are being escorted into what heaven already decided belongs to you. Walk forward now, not with fear, but with expectation. You are not walking alone. You are walking with the prayers of those who are no longer here, with the angels who never left your side, and with the power of God who has declared that this is your moment. Archangel Michael stands still now, right beside your soul's path, his wings gently moving like the breath of the wind, not because he is restless but because the hour is rare. This moment was chosen before your birth. The reason your soul feels so stirred lately, the dreams, the signs, the names, the places suddenly echoing with familiarity, it is because the note they left for you has finally been read aloud in heaven, and that sound has been following you quietly ever since. It's why the world around you feels like it's shifting, why your emotions have been louder than usual, why you feel something is about to break open. Because it is. The note wasn't written with ink, it was written with longing. Someone who passed didn't just leave memories behind, they left truth buried beneath silence. And God in His mercy has uncovered it. In that note, they said, I never stopped watching over you. I wanted to speak, but time ran out. So please let this message reach them. Their light changed everything. Their heart made me believe again. They were the only one who truly saw me. Heaven held those words sacred. And now those words are your key. The miracle isn't just about money or love or a house, it's about closure, clarity, and completion. Something you never understood will finally make sense. Someone you thought forgot you will show up in a dream or memory. A promise you gave up on will breathe again. And a miracle that was once blocked by confusion will find its way to your door, because the angels have removed the fog that was blinding your path. Archangel Michael himself has scattered what once stood against you. It was never a matter of worthiness, only of timing. And now, the hour has come. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're not forgotten. The note proves it. God signed it with divine alignment, and heaven sent it with urgency. That's why your ears have been ringing. That's why your chest feels tight when you think of someone specific. That's why your atmosphere feels pregnant with something you can't name yet. The spiritual realm is not quiet around you, it's rumbling. Because the blessing isn't just coming, it's already walking toward you. And do you know what the angels whispered last? Tell them that the one who left the note still loves them, still prays for them, still believes they deserve the best of what is to come. So today, as the veil between heaven and earth thins just enough for this moment to reach you, Archangel Michael urges you not to miss it. Not to scroll past it. Not to say, maybe later. No, this is later. This is the sign. This is the release. Tonight, you may not sleep the same. Not because of fear, but because the chains are breaking in the spirit. The invisible chains of doubt, guilt, delay, betrayal, they're being cut. Because you finally heard the note. Because you finally listened when heaven whispered your name. Now walk forward boldly. Expect the unexpected. Look for the unusual kindness. Hear the voice of the one you miss in moments of silence. And when you hear it, say, I receive. For the miracle doesn't begin when you believe, it begins when you agree. Archangel Michael speaks again, and this time, his voice echoes through the corridors of your spirit like thunder in the calm sky, not to alarm you, but to awaken you. Because what's coming is not small. What's coming is not ordinary. This is the kind of miracle that rewrites what you thought you knew about timing, about loss, about restoration, and about divine love. Michael says, you are still under heaven's watch. And heaven is not late. Tonight, the reason your chest feels heavy isn't because of anxiety, it's because something sacred is being transferred into your life. A spiritual envelope sealed long ago is being opened. A message hidden from the world but preserved in God's hand is finally being handed to you, not with fanfare, but with tenderness. The note left for you is not just words. It's divine alignment, hidden truth, and unfinished love. The person who left it behind may no longer walk this earth, but their presence hasn't vanished. Their love was never buried, it was planted. And now, it blossoms. Archangel Michael reveals this, you were supposed to know this earlier. But interference, confusion, fear, they blocked your vision. But now the blindfold is being removed. The time of emotional drought is over. The time of spiritual starvation is ending. You are going to feast on truth, and you will not choke on it. You are going to drink deeply of peace, and it will not leave you thirsty. This is why you're suddenly feeling drawn to things you abandoned. This is why you've been remembering conversations, places, even songs from years ago, because everything is folding in toward this moment. The person who left that note behind loved you in a way words could never capture. And now God is letting you feel their presence not as memory, but as a living proof that love never dies, it transcends time, space, even the grave. You'll know it when the wind feels like a whisper. You'll sense it when a scent brings tears for no reason. That's them. Still speaking. Still near. Michael continues, you're going to get good news, but it's not just a message. It's a portal. A divine signal. An invitation to step into the version of your life that has waited patiently for your courage. This note is your evidence. This is heaven saying, we never forgot you. You will find what you lost. You will regain what slipped through your fingers. You will smile again for reasons no one else understands. Because what you're carrying now is sacred. And what's arriving next is pure. Expect someone to say something that shifts your whole spirit. Expect the phone to ring or the screen to blink with a name or a sign that gives you chills, the good kind. Expect a door to open that others said was sealed. Expect divine interruption. Because the person who left that note didn't write it for someday. They wrote it for now. And now is exactly where you are standing. And Archangel Michael says, the reason this feels like a weight lifting is because it is. The delay wasn't punishment. It was preparation. The silence wasn't abandonment. It was divine rehearsal. The loneliness wasn't a curse. It was a reset for your heart. What is about to enter your life will explain the pain. It will translate the silence. It will justify the tears. And when it does, you won't be bitter. You'll be whole. You are still on time. You are still chosen. You are still seen. And this is only the beginning.